Yeah, so talking of volunteers, I am one of the volunteers, and I just thought it might be worth spending a few minutes just to give you an impression of my perception and experience of this project. And that, of course, partly will relate to what you might be thinking about if you're thinking of being a volunteer here. And, we hope you are. Even though Hay and Llangattock are different, and of course, as Simon pointed out, that one of the big differences is that we have a dispersed population and yours is more concentrated. There are some things that I've picked up from my experience over just the last 18 months. I knew nothing about all this 18 months ago. But some characteristics I've picked up which will apply here as well. And I guess the first one, as John said, it's hard work. I don't say that in a negative sense. I've been enjoying it, but it is hard work. And although you'll be setting up a company, being a board member of a company is the easy bit. Somebody has to go and do something, not just attend regular board meetings. And that's perhaps one of my important messages. The other thing you need is someone like the guy sitting alongside me. You need someone to lead the activity, who's inspirational, and is really dedicated to the vision that you have. And that's also been really crucial in what we've done in the last 18 months. Of course, we haven't built anything yet, but we're on the way. And we're a lot further on the way now than we were 18 months ago. But there's also this plus volunteer help. And I would agree with Simon, the chief thing you need is enthusiasm. As I said, I knew nothing about it 18 months ago. I've picked it up from working with Simon, from reading things, from attending stuff, sessions on the web, other conferences, listening to John. You can pick it up. So it is helpful to have people who have some specific relevant knowledge, and we have someone with an interest in batteries, for example. He worked in that field, and he's really helpful. But I hope I've been helpful as well, even though I've known very little about it before we started. But the other important point I'd make, because there's a lot of detail here, and a lot of detail in what John was talking about. You can only go one step at a time in this, and John showed those various phases. So, remember that. Don't get too impatient. You can go one step at a time, but don't lose sight of the main goal. Don't get distracted into some other idea. Hopefully you'll have a clear vision of where you want to get to. And that's helpful in those low moments when it's taking time to get the immediate task done. So from my perspective, 18 months into all this, for me, this is really worthwhile, and I hope you'll be motivated in the same way. We heard Mike talking about all the reasons why we do this. It's got my interest, and as they say a lot these days, it's a multidisciplinary activity. It goes from social science to engineering. The talking to people bit, the engaging with people bit is crucial. So what I wanted simply to say was, I'm having a good time, and so can you.